please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's Log, Subdates 230602.4. We are tentatively going to resume our course in Captain's Logs and head to a nearby cluster of black market folk. We're then going to, once arriving, we're going to virus bomb them and loot what remains for science. Welcome everyone to This Week at, and my throat slightly hurts, Twitter, or twat. Today we're going to start with a correction from the last This Week at Twitter. Nearer the end, we spoke about John Cleese trending, and the reason why is because some had posited that he was going to remove a joke from Life of Brian. This will be for the upcoming stage version of it, that is. John Cleese has trended multiple times, with some saying that that was what he was going to do. Actually, that is not what he's going to do at all. So I'd like to offer that correction where I might have inferred he might do it. In fact, it turns out that is not the case. My apologies for the fake news. So let's start this video off with a tweet by Chris the Narc, a creator that I'm really enjoying whose content. His streams are very entertaining. You should all go follow him on Twitter at the very least. He has a boner for EDP445 and a boner for DSP. I think what we need is to get DSP and EDP on a stream with Chris the Narc, or at least have them Eiffel Tower him, spit roast him, or do cameos for him. DSP has his tire stolen. People say, hey Phil, since you got scammed last time, maybe call around for a better deal. He bitches he does not have the time to shop around. Dude, you are a streamer and work from home. How can't you take a day and then stream on another day? Idiot. Now he's mad someone insulted the outfit that makes him look like a gigolo who gives out handjobs behind the local theatre. I removed a word there because I know it'll get me in trouble with people, so I'd rather not have that flag. Thank you. I'm going to play both clips though because they're entertaining.
Screaming at someone on a stream saying you're getting ripped off is a complete waste of everyone's time. Alright? It's a complete waste of f***ing time. What are you doing? I need the wheel as soon as possible. I don't have another car to drive around and test out other places to find a cheaper f***ing wheel. You know, I can't even get the car really to another place. It's on a spare tire. You're just, these people who are like, just drive around, go get a cheaper tire, do this, do that. Stop with the madness. All right? Yes, in a perfect world, if I had infinite time, infinite resources, if I could go anywhere I wanted, if I had 17 cars in my lot.
As you can see, being the uber professional that he is, DSP takes this like a pro. How is it at this point he still has an audience willing to give him money and fund his addiction to microtransactions and his, well, addiction to anything that isn't being a grown-up? Video clip number 2.
I didn't say to forget about it, laughing out loud. I'm taking it back. You're sounding like Twitter. It was a literal joke. It's 2023, I guess. Oh, I see. So what you're saying is, in 2023, you could just joke about anything. As long as you say it's a joke, it's fine. So you could just walk up to me, and you could kneel down and punch me straight into the ball sack, completely rupturing my testicle, and causing me immense pain and all kinds of medical problems for the rest of my life. And you could say, just kidding, and I just have to forgive you because it's jokes in 2023, right?
Few points here worth making. First, technically, they're not wrong. Second, it hurts more to get a light tap on the balls than a full-on punch. You know this as well as I do. I have been hit both times, and one has disabled me for a day, the other one I could laugh off. The third, reductio ad absurdum over the choice of your outfit. Now, I think the outfit looks awesome, to be honest. I think anyone that's willing to make an effort is entertaining. It's something, right? Certainly beats mono colors, sticking to simple black, grey, white. You know, it's something different. You didn't have to take such offense to it, but also, it's just a jerk is not an uncommon thing to hear. It really isn't. If you are so quick to rise, it tells me you don't have a funny bone. There are many things that can be mocked. In fact, everything can be mocked. Comedy, though, is subjective. If you cannot see that, then you don't understand what a joke is. I could read a Google definition if you like, but it isn't really all that accurate. It is, again, subjective. Before we move on, Chris, how do you know what a gay gigolo looks like? Since I've mentioned EDP445, Maury HQ on Twitter. Hi at Team YouTube. My video from last night reacting to EDP was taken down for bullying and harassment. I did not bully or harass anyone, especially not EDP. Other creators have reacted to his video and the original video is still up. This literally makes no sense. Included is a picture showing the video was removed for violating YouTube's policy on harassment. And, showing the whole ineligible removed picture. Also, EDP445 Archive, which is where the video is, and Gideon Premium, being another creator that has reacted to this EDP video. As you scroll down, they've added additional context, additional screenshots. Repsion replies, "Dude, I'm so sorry. I really feel like you're being unfairly targeted by YouTube at this point. It makes zero sense." With Mori replying, "Same thing happened yesterday with my Rice Gum video, and YouTube claimed it was a mistake. This is crazy." For the sake of it, I took the liberty of watching the EDP445 We Must Protect Our Kids video, and it seemed somewhat ironic. Either that, or one hell of a parody considering what he was busted for years ago. What ruined his career on YouTube, in fact most social media platforms. I will, for the sake of it, link the EDP video down below if you're interested in giving that a watch to see how much of a melt he is. With Mori though, there's more to this. You see, YouTube gave him a strike, which meant he couldn't upload to YouTube until he was able to successfully appeal, if he was, that is, but spoilers, he was. I'm going to read the relevant tweets now though so you have full context. So the tweet announcing the strike, another ban, can't upload because YouTube thinks I bullied and harassed EDP, you can't make this up. At Team YouTube, please remove the strike from my video. Team YouTube did reply, blah 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 link, and Mori had confirmed appeal. Later on, Mori, no shit, of course I didn't do anything wrong, EDP video is back up, but now it's completely dead from gaining any more views, thanks YouTube. And at least the strike is gone, I can upload again. Small consolation, small victory, but if you are trying to harm a person's channel on YouTube, that's how you do it, YouTube. Well done. Here's your award for being complete and utter smegheads. As we appear to be going with names that are increasing in levels of haram, we're going to go to Andrew Tate. In all caps, and I can't do the aggression voice. I hurt my voice, alright? Okay, F it. I will endorse a shitcoin and send it to the effing moon on the 1st of June. Don't buy any coin until you get the signal from me. They're all scams. So you're missing some grammar here. HU students get told 1 hour in advance, email list gets 5 minutes advance, then I pump some random garbage to Valhalla. I have no idea what the context for this tweet is, but I saw it retweeted by Spineless Foreskin who said, "Every one of these grifters is like, coins are a scam, but I will endorse one anyway to make money off you effers." I recently saw a video of Tristan and Andrew on a boat talking about how much they spent on cigars. I'm not surprised they do it because they make a lot of money, an insane amount. And they could be grifters, I honestly don't know, but they could also just be very clever at milking a market. I wouldn't mind knowing how to do that, because I don't make as much as them by any stretch of the imagination. Can they give me some money? Hey, Andrew Tate, it's streamlabs.com/Omegon. Hit a player up, I want whiskey. Time to insert something political. Ever since 2016-2017, Labour Party has been going through a very progressive left-leaning shift, which has then started to creep slowly towards the centre again on some issues. Not all of them by any stretch of the imagination. One that has been engulfing politics quite severely is the question, what is a woman? Labour's Shadow Secretary of State for Women and Equalities, Annalise Dodds, formerly the Shadow Chancellor, she was on Kay Burley's Sky News morning show, and she was basically asked a question about women, and she said the following.
Let me ask you about it, Davey, before you go. Do you agree with him that he says that quite clearly women can have a penis?
Well, I'm a woman, and it's rather early in the morning to be talking about penises, frankly, Kay, but I do not have one, and ultimately, when we look at sex and biology, which is I think how most people would look at these issues, of course women do not have a penis. There are people who've gone through gender reassignment, so there's trans women, they've changed their gender, but sex is not the same as gender, and I think it's important that we keep the two separate.
I saw this tweeted by Kay Burley and retweeted by Noel Plum, who said, "The question that immediately springs to my mind is what time in the morning does Annalise Dodds usually wait to start talking about penises?" There is a question there that needs answering, of course, but it's actually the comment she made that stands out the most. Ultimately, when we look at sex and biology, of course, women don't have a penis. Sex is not the same as gender, and they should be kept separate. She is a high-ranking official within Labour's current shadow cabinet. This could be seen as a shift in party position, because you've got to appeal to majority here as you're edging towards election season, which is next year in our country and in America no less. Annalise Dodds did get a fair amount of flack on Twitter, but that is often the case when you tweet anything. The keyboard warriors of Twitter do love to make their opinions quite clear, and it is a very polarizing environment, hence why we're 177 episodes into this. To the trending tags. Gollum, the video game many of us have been waiting for, I want to get it on the Switch, has been getting some rather amusing versions of reviews. For example, They Takes It From Us, Precious. Trixie Hobbits Stoles Our Money, Gollum. Throw It Into the Fire, Precious. Smash with the Roxes, Misery, Curse, Daedalic, Curse It and Crush It. We hates it forever. Spoiling Nice Story. No rest for poor Smeagol. Fell into the lava in the pit and closed the gameses. Gollum is free. Some of the mechanics from what I've seen shared in the trending tag seem to indicate it is quite horrific, along with that of the retail release image of Gollum looking, well, quite bad. Yeah. Amusingly, the makers of this game put out an apology. Here is the apology, and no, I'm not going to read all that to you. I'm just going to do what others have done and stick it here with Cyberpunk, Bethesda, Forspoken, Jedi Survivor, Halo Infinite, Redfall. Oh, there are a lot of apologies, and they all seem to be remarkably similar, almost as if you hadn't made a game ready for release. Be better. Stop rushing games on deadlines and put them out when they're ready. Stop cocking this crap up, forcing updates that are bigger than the original file itself. I'm still more than likely going to play this on the Switch when it finally gets onto the Switch. However, my expectation has diminished greatly, and I will buy it when it's on a sale to match that. In yesterday's exhibition of stupid people, I mentioned Just Stop Oil and a video, quite cringe video, that I want to show you, but I can't. Because as you see on the tweet here, LBC's in the top corner, and they're dickheads. They will copyright strike claim anything, even if it falls within fair use, because they are dickheads. Because of that, I do not consider them a credible news source. However, the video has some legitimacy. Quote, "From a policewoman, if you need anything at all, just let us know. They are in the middle of the road like lemmings. Section 12 should have been enforced and they should be removed from the road, preventing traffic from continuing on its way." The final thing I want to show you is this. The Babylon Bee, publicly firing people for not being polite enough to politicians, is the first funny thing they've done. Image, Tara Bull. Breaking. The Babylon Bee just used Twitter to fire their VP of marketing. Apparently you have to support DeSantis to work for them. Apparently, from what we see here, Seth Dillon has in fact fired someone publicly on Twitter. I did confirm this because I found a tweet from Steak for Breakfast who wrote, "Hey Seth Dillon, is this you?" Who had tweeted, "If you're afraid you might get fired for speaking your mind, the solution is to speak your mind anyway. If no one is willing to take that risk, nothing is going to change." Yes, I realize this is easier said than done. Courage is always more difficult than cowardice, that goes without saying. I'll admit on the face of it, for something that's entirely meant to be a parody, Seth Dillon appears to look like a bit of a parody with how he has handled this situation. But, we're not here to pick a side, we're here to laugh at people. Here's me laughing, now ready? Ha 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 ha. Ta-ta everyone.